Hello everyone, my name is Vipra Joshi and I am an assistant professor in St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management in Electrical Engineering Department. Today I am going to deliver a lecture on subject of control system engineering. In this video, I will be explaining introduction to Bode plot and Nyquist plot. This is unit 4th topic of 6th semester in electrical engineering branch. We are having so many techniques for analyzing stability for control system. So, in that technique, Bode plot is one of the technique. So, Bode plot is the frequency domain technique in which magnitude and phase are drawn one below to other. It means here Bode plot consists of two subsystems that are magnitude plot and phase plot. Here graph 1 is the graph between the magnitude of the transfer function and graph 2 is the phase angle as a function of omega frequency. Here both the graph are the function of the omega. Now you know very well what is transfer function. A transfer function is defined as the ratio of Laplace transform of the output to the Laplace transform of the input with all initial condition equal to 0. So when we factorize this transfer function, it is gs equal to k s plus z1 and s plus z2 and so on s plus zn and upon s plus p1, s plus p2 and so on s plus pn. Here the root of the numerator of polynomial are called the zeros and the root of the denominator polynomial are called the poles. If you see an example, you are giving a following transfer function shows pole and zero in the s-plane. Here this is the x-plane, here this is real axis and this is imaginary axis. So for zeros here s plus 8 equal to 0. So s equal to minus 8 and same as s equal to minus 14. So here zeros are minus 8 and minus 14. You can see zeros are denoted by this. Okay, and here poles are here s equal to minus 4, s equal to minus 10 and 1 is s equal to 0. So here one pole at the origin and second pole is minus 4 and third pole is minus 10. Okay, so here three poles. Okay, so we can see all the poles and zeros are lie on the left half of the plane and one pole at the origin. So by this we can denote the poles and zero. We can denote poles by this sign and zero by this sign. Now step to draw the Bode's plot. First step is, at first we have a transfer function in this question, so we put s equal to j omega. Our first step is we are putting j omega at the place of s. Now when we put j omega, now the second step is find to corner frequency, 1 over t1, 1 over t2, 1 over t3 and so on. 1 over ta means t1, t2, t3 are for the zeros and ta, tb, tc are for the poles. So when we find the corner frequency, we take reciprocal for this, 1 over t1, 1 over t2, 1 over t3 and so on, 1 over ta, 1 over tb, 1 over t3 radian per second. Now the third step is draw the magnitude plot. So the slope will be changed at each corner frequency. First slope start and it is end to the first corner frequency. Now at the first corner frequency the second slope is start and it is goes to the second corner frequency, and here it is stop, and the third slope will start from the second corner frequency and so on. But here we add plus 20 decibel for each zero and minus 20 dB per decay for poles. If there is any zeros, we can take to make graph for the zeros, then we add plus 20 decibel per decay, and for the poles we are subtracting minus 20 dB per second in previous slope. Okay, so now the fourth step is starting plot. For type 0 system where n equal to 0, draw a line up to first lowest corner frequency, and it is having 0 dB per decay slope of the magnitude of 20 log 10 base k. Here base is 10. So for the type 1 system, the slope start from the minus 20 dB per decay, and for the type 2 system, it is start by the minus 40 per decay. Here this is 2. Now the next step is draw line up to the second frequency by adding the slope of the next pole or 0, which will become, it is pole or it can be 0. We draw the line for the magnitude plot. So slope due to 0 is plus 20 dB per decay and slope due to pole is minus 20 dB per decay. Now calculate the phase angle for different value of omega and draw the phase angle versus frequency. So we take here omega equal to different value, it means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, which we want to take omega value, we put on the expression, and by this we can draw the omega versus phase angle graph, because by putting the omega we can calculate the phase angle. By this we can plot the phase plot, and here two terms are phase margin and gain margin. Gain margin, it is the amount of gain in dB that can be added to the system before the system become unstable. Gain margin is dB is minus 20 log 10 base g j omega, and if we find to gain cross of frequency, it is the frequency where magnitude plot intersect to the 0 dB line, and it is denoted by the omega 1, omega g. Okay, and same as phase corner frequency, phase cross of frequency, it is the frequency where phase plot intersect to the 180 degree. Here it is 0 dB where phase intersect to the magnitude plot, or here it is 180 degree where phase plot intersect to the 180 degree. It is denoted by the omega p. We are discussed in numerical, then you have to clear this. We can see in this figure, okay, right here we have a figure. Here it is the 0 dB line and it is the 120 degree. So this is the phase plot and this is the magnitude plot. Suppose we have a magnitude plot like this, okay. So here at which frequency it is cut to the 0 axis, okay. So this frequency is omega g. So we are making a line from here to here, and this is the frequency domain and this is the magnitude domain, okay. Now in the frequency domain, whatever we value we are getting here, this is the gain cross of frequency. And phase cross of frequency, you can see here 120 degree line, it is intersect here. Now at this point, whatever we frequency find, this is the phase cross of frequency. Now this is the gain margin and this is the phase margin from 0 dB to maximum amplitude. This is the gain margin from 180 degree to here. This is phase margin. We can define gain margin at the phase where the phase is cut to the 120 degree. We can make the line here. Now this is our phase margin. Same as when we take this line of the gain cross of frequency, then this phase from here to 180 degrees called the phase margin. Here definition is gain margin, it is the amount of gain in dB that can be added to the system before the system become unstable, and it is the amount of the phase lag in degree that can be added to the system before system become unstable. So if we want to calculate the phase margin in degree, it is the 180 degree plus angle of GB. And here it is here we have minus 20 log 10 base g j omegas. Now we are seeing that what are the stability for the both plot. So when our phase cross of frequency is greater than gain cross of frequency, it means our gain margin and phase margin are positive, and we can say this is the stable system. Now when our gain cross of frequency is greater than phase cross of frequency, then our gain margin and phase margin are negative, and this is the unstable system. And when gain cross of frequency and phase cross of frequency equal to 0, then gain margin and phase margin are also 0. This is our marginally stable. Here we can say gain cross of frequency and phase cross of frequency equal. So here we can't define the gain margin and phase margin. So this is 0. And here we can see the gain margin. Here the gain cross of frequency is greater than the phase cross of frequency. Here you can see this gain margin and phase margin are negative, and here you can see the phase cross of frequency is greater than the gain cross of frequency. So here phase margin and gain margin are positive. So these are our stability criteria. Now we have a one questions. Question is we find the gain cross of frequency, phase cross of frequency, phase margin, gain margin, and stability. Now our first step is we put j omega in the place of s. So at first we put in our transfer function j omega. This is our equation. Now the second step is we find the corner frequency. Here omega 1 is, if we find for this is 1 over 0.1, so it is 10 radian per second, or for this it is 1 upon 0.001, it means it is 1000 radian per second. Here this is the type 1 system, so our first slope of the curve will start minus 20 dB per decay, because we know for the type 0 system the curve start 0 dB per decay, and for the type 1 our curve start minus 20 dB per decay, and for the type 2 it is start minus 40 dB per decay. So here if we see our curve start by the minus 20 dB per decay. So if we see this graph, here the horizontal axis denoted the omega, which is in radian per second, and this is denoted our magnitude, and this plot for the phase angle and this plot for the gain angle. Now how we can plot the magnitude magnitude curve? This is our magnitude curve. Okay, so first our curve start from the minus 20 dB per decay, and it is goes to up to the first corner frequency. Here you know our first corner frequency is 10 radian per second, and next is 1000 radian per second. So if we see here, now our first 20 dB per second goes to the 10 radian per second, first cross of frequency. Now for the second pole we have add minus 20 dB per decay. So here minus 20 means minus 40 per decay. So the next curve is start of minus 20 dB per decay, so it is go like that, and it is goes to the next corner of frequency, it is 1000. So here we have 1000, because it is 10, it is 100, it is 1000. So this curve of minus 40 goes to up to the 1000 decay dB per decay. Now for the next pole, minus 40 plus minus 20, it is minus 60. So our next curve is minus 60, and here we have no any frequency, so we end it like that. So this is our magnitude curve. Okay, now we have to find the phase curve. So for the phase curve we have put the different omega value in the angle. So if we write the term angle for this expression, it is minus 10 and minus tan inverse 0.1 omega minus tan inverse 0.001 omega. So on this, here the for the first is minus 90 minus 90, for the it is for the second, it is for the third angle. So here when we calculate this angle, our resultant angle is here and our omega value is here. So we can say at omega equal to 1, the angle is minus 90.7, and 5 to minus 116.5. So here we have different value of omega, and for this we have resultant angle. So we plot, at first we have 1 and resultant minus 95.7. So here we have for the 1 omega we have 95. So here 95.7 is come between 100 to 80. So we mark this point. Like same for the 5, it is minus 116.5 for the 5. So 5 is between 1 to 10. So for the 5 it is 116. So 116 is come between 120, 100 and 120. Okay, so like that we mark our all phase. Okay, now we make a line for the phase. Now this is our phase curve. Now when we make the plot for the both magnitude and phase, now we have to find gain cross of frequency and phase cross of frequency. So at first we can see here at 0 reference line, it cut to here. So when it cut to here we make a line. So here at that our frequency is 100. So we can say our gain cross of frequency is 100. Okay, so when we can see our phase curve is cut 180 degree to here, so we make a line and we can see here the frequency is also 100. So we can say in this equation our phase cross of frequency and gain cross of frequency both are 100 radian per decay. So here gain margin and phase margin equal to 0, and we know that when gain margin and phase margin equal to 0, then this is marginally stable system. So this is our Bode plot. Now second, Nyquist plot. So Nyquist plot are the plot of like as polar plot, but here we make a mirror image. And here stability criteria of Nyquist is the Nyquist stability criteria work on the principle of argument. So it states that if there is a p plot and z0 are enclosed by the s angle, s plane, a closed path. So here we make a closed path. So then the corresponding GSHS plane must encircle the origin p minus z times. So we have here the number of encirclement n equal to p minus z. Here we have some rules for the Nyquist plot. At first we make the same as polar plot. So at first we make polar plot, and by this we draw the mirror image above the polar plot for the value of omega ranging from minus infinity to 0. Now the number of infinite radians half circle will be equal to the number of poles and 0 at the origin. The infinitive radius half circle will start at the point where the mirror image of the polar plot end, and this infinite radius half circle will end at the plot where the polar plot start. And here one thing is Nyquist plot. After drawing the Nyquist plot, we can find the stability of the closed loop system using the Nyquist stability criteria. If the circle point minus 1 plus j0 lie outside the encirclement, then closed loop control system is absolutely stable. Now we can understand by the example, determine the closed loop stability of the system. So we have a system is Gs into Hs k upon S into 1 plus St. So our first step in polar plot, we put j omega in the place of j. So we put j omega, our equation become like. Now our second step is we find the limit Okay, we find the magnitude and angle for the limit. So for omega tends to 0, our magnitude is infinitive, and omega tends to 0, our angle is minus 90. And same for the infinitive, when we take limit omega tends to infinite, our magnitude is 0, and when we take omega tends to infinite, then our angle is minus 80. So here we can see that at minus 90 our magnitude is infinite, at minus 180 our magnitude is 0. So if we make angle our minus 90 our magnitude is infinite, and at 180 it is 0. So at first we make polar plot like this. Now we have take mirror image for this. So the mirror image for this is like, now we make a closed path from 0 to infinity. So we make a closed path from here to here. So this is our Nyquist plot. And now you can see here we have here no number of encirclement at the 1 plus j 0. So here this the value of n equal to 0. Okay, so for that, because here is no encirclement, so n equal to 0, and we have here number of poles equal to 0, because there is no poles at the left hand side. Okay, so if we find the z and it is also 0, so the number of 0 or roots of the characteristic equation with positive real part, there is a no negative real part, so this closed loop is stable. Now if we have a polar plot like that, if we make polar plot like that, now okay, now at first we make mirror image, it is this, and now we make a closed path. So our Nyquist plot is like that. Okay, now here you can see that here the number of encirclement for the value of 1 plus j omega here is 2. At first this cut to here, and the second point is here. So here the value of z equal to 2, sorry, at first of the value of n equal to 2. Now if we calculate the value of z, it is also 2. So the system is unstable. So Nyquist plot is same as the polar plot, but here we have find the number of encirclement, and we make the mirror image of the polar plot, and then we make a closed path. By this technique we can make a Nyquist plot. Thank you.